Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are, wherever you are. It is once again time for another episode of You Asked For It. This is the program where we give you tips and techniques on things that we use and how to do things when we professionally build model railroaders. Model railroaders. Model railroads. I'm sounding like Joe Biden now. It's model railroaders building model railroads. Okay. All right. Today we are going to be talking about this handy little adapter, the Smail Translator adapter made exclusively for us by Barrett Hills. Thank you very much, Kevin Hunter, for all of your hard work and determination in helping us get this thing done. But before we get started here, just to make sure we're safe, I got this tape measure here so that we can make sure that Ian's 6 feet back when he's taking the video, just so we can practice that social distancing. That way I don't have to wear a mask and you can almost understand what I'm saying. Okay, so we are going to, as usual, be working with the NCE, which is our preferred DCC system. However, this will work with any DCC system as far as we know. We haven't tested all of them, but the popular ones it works with for sure. Now, we're going to be operating the Circuitron Smail. And this is exactly like the Tortoise, so I'm told internally. It's basically a Tortoise turnout motor, but it has the DCC decoder built into it. So that way you don't have to have an external decoder and 20 million wires going between the Tortoise and the decoder, and then from the decoder to your LEDs and your push buttons and your toggles and your resistors. All that stuff's been eliminated. We're going to do a fascia button using the Barrett Hill touch toggles. In this case, we are using what he calls the mini cup touch toggles. And this one has 2 LEDs in it. When they're powered, they'll be separate green and red. And this is my favorite one just because I like the look of the 2 LEDs over the single bicolor LED. And so that's why we're using these today. Okay, so this adapter here comes with the adapter and a control cable for the Smail. And we've already pre-soldered this one here, but the adapter has 3 wires that are stripped, a yellow or gold, a red, and a brown. And then it goes into, on the Smail, there's 3 holes here for the control cable that you solder them in. Just push them through the holes, and then you can solder them on the back side here. Okay, actually the front side. This actuator side is what I call the front side, and this is what we'll refer to as the back side. The back side of the Smail has the LED that tells you to light up when you're in program mode. This is the button to put it in program mode, and then it has the 3 slots for our connector cable. So we've already pre-soldered this because we figure you've already seen or you know how to solder. I don't need to bore you with that detail. So the nice thing about this Smail, everything is contained on this one little circuit board, and it has the adapter clip here, so you can just slide it right onto the Smail. And it doesn't matter, you can slide it in either way. Doesn't affect it. I like to do it so my control cable, which plugs in here, is on the same side, so I can plug it in that way. But if you it overhangs a little bit here, if you're in a tighter space or your overhang is to the other side, now our overhang is over that way, so if you need to miss a framing piece or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and snap that on there. Okay, now these Smails need to be programmed for DCC with an accessory address, just like any other DCC component. And so there's 2 parts to the programming. There's a CV in here which needs to be programmed to accept the adapter board, and then we need to program the accessory address itself. So the way that you do that with NCE is, I'm going to pull this off of here, and I have one over here which I've already connected to power. So I'm going to snap that on there. And then this control cable has the 3 wires, the gold, the red, and the brown. Your gold goes to C1, which is the one to the left, and then it goes the one towards the center here. So you plug that, just plug that right on there. So yes, you have to solder here, but on this side, there's no soldering, there's no other connectors, there's no, just plop it right on there. Okay, then the touch toggle buttons also plug in, and it's color coded right here. You can see on the decal for your yellow, your red, and your brown. It looks kind of orange there, but it's really brown. And so you just plug that one in that side, and you can see our touch toggle lit up as soon as we did that. This has been pre-programmed already. I'll show you how to program it in a minute here, but it's for demonstration purposes, we already had it pre-programmed. So your light lights up when you plug that in. Now, we have another side over here for another button that you can plug in there. And as you can see, that lights up. Now, the purpose for the 2 buttons, you may be asking, well, you can mount one of these on the fascia, so for your walk around, your operator control, and you can have a second one over here that goes out to your dispatch panel, or if you have a small auxiliary panel, or wherever else you want to run it. So that way you can have operated from the fascia, or you can operate it from an auxiliary area, and then of course you'll also have the option of operating it from your throttle. So as you can see with the touch toggles, all you have to do is touch the button and the turnout moves. There's no mechanical toggle switch to accidentally break off or get caught in somebody's belt loop and get switched as they walk by the layout or whatever. So now you say, well, James, your green is going to the left, but the way my turnouts are oriented, I want the green so it's when the turnout is to the right. Well, that's real simple. We have this little jumper here, and if you want to change the direction with the toggle, you see now we've changed that from green to red, and so now when you push your toggle, the green is on the right side and the red is on the left side. Again, no soldering, no cutting of any wires, no soldering little pegs on the board or anything. It's all plug and play, and it's just nice and smooth and simple. You see this little flashing here? That is normal, so if you get that, don't worry about it. What that is the processor in here is constantly going out and checking the orientation of your turnout, and because just like the tortoises, these stay on and they stay up against to hold the points against your rail. So it's constantly out there pinging to make sure it's still in the right orientation. And then when you switch it back, now some people, just like your touch screen on your phone or your touch screen on your computer, some people are more sensitive touch than others. So some people, you hover over it and it may switch. In my case, because I don't know, the electricity in my body's low or something, I have to kind of hold it for just a touch of a second to get it to go. We keep Ian away from the buttons because he walks by and it's like telepathy. He thinks that the buttons switch and it will. So, but that's a superpower he has. So, all right. So now I'm going to show you how to program the Smail so that all of this will work. So what I'm going to do here is turn it over, and we're going to be doing this with the DCC. The exact sequence of how you program CVs or how you program accessories may be different on your system, whether you have Digitrax or Easy DCC or any of the MRC or any of the other DCC products. How you operate it on your throttle, that's proprietary to your system. But this on the smell, there's a little black button there, and you hold that down for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then you release it. It'll start flashing. That means your smell is in program mode. So the first thing we want to do is program it to number 17. So you hit the program button until it says program accessory on the main. This is what I love about the NCE system. It just walks you right through everything. So I want to hit enter. We're going to program this to 17, which we previously did, so we're just going to overwrite it. And then now we want to enter, I told you we have to change one of the CVs, and that's to accept this adapter board. So we want to change CV 548, enter, and we want to do value of 1, and enter. And as you see with NCE, it'll move back and forth a couple of times, and that will tell you that
it has taken the program successfully, and then all we need to do is to cycle the power by pulling off the adapter and putting the adapter back on.
Okay, so once that red light has gone out, then you can test your controller here by going to select accessory, hitting 17 and enter. Then 1 or 2 determines what direction the turnout throws. If you hit one of these and it doesn't throw, that means that's the direction it's already in. So we're going to assume it's in number 1, because that usually defaults to that. So we'll hit number 2, and you can hear it move there, and you saw the red light flash. And just to do this again, since 17 is already there, I don't have to enter it again on the keyboard. I just hit enter. Now we were in 2, so we want to move it the other direction, and you can see it moves the other direction, and you can see as we do that also the light changes with it. So even if you do it on the throttle, this will follow, and this your light will change. All right, so hopefully that explained everything good enough to you and showed you how nice and simple this is. I mean, this took less than I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes, and that's while I was explaining it to you. And so if you just do this, you can install all of this and get your fascia button up and running in less than 5 minutes. So it really beats doing all that soldering and all the other work you have to do, trying to match the anode end with the cathode end, and the this and the that, and the toggle switches, and getting them right. And it'd take a half an hour to do one button before. Now you've got it down to 5 minutes. All right, part 2 will be coming. Hopefully we can get these uploaded in sequence. We're going to show you how to use this basic same system, but add on to operating it as a with the crossovers, so you can sync the 2 tortoises together for your 2 crossovers. So until part number 2, hit us up with a like or a thumbs up, or go ahead and subscribe, obviously. Whatever it is that YouTube and Facebook tell you that you love us and you want us to keep doing these videos. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Hopefully in the next couple of days or a week or so, and we'll get part 2 uploaded. Thanks.